Are you worried about failing? Okay, listen to me, right? There is a popular thing going around, right? And you must be really, really careful because this popular thing, and it's increasing in the world over and over, that is pretty much anti intellectualism, right? And the quote unquote hatred of old institutions, right? Because everybody's saying, at least a lot of people I'm hearing is saying, you shouldn't go to college because you don't need a college degree to get such and such job, such and such position. Because I know a guy, his uncles, fathers, brothers, sisters, goldfish, pet dogs, previous owner was a Google quote unquote software engineer. There's always that sort of situation. Yes, you don't, in a lot of situations, you don't have to, quote unquote, get a college degree, but college in itself is not just, quote unquote, going to learn, a degree or set of skills or college is more than that. Like, university college is what I'm talking about is it's the friendships, quote unquote, the connections, your network, that is arguably the most important things. This is the reason why the rich remain rich, is because they often have rich friends that when they get into problems, those highly connected, highly positioned friends can always give them a hand up, right? Everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody's help, right? So you can learn certain skills by yourself. But what does that mean if you can't get a job because you don't know a person at a place, or a person can't look at you as an alumni of a school or whatever, that, oh, we're part of the same club. These little simple things is what people overlook, right? A college degree as well also gives you structure, and 99% of people need, I'm going to say 95% of people need structure. Nobody or very few people can sit down, right? Sit down and study 8 to 12 hours a day, right? On a specific task to learn some specific skills all by themselves, all the way from beginning, not just a week after, you're motivated. You do it for a week, a couple of days. I'm talking about 12 months, 24 months, right? 3 years. What about for the rest of your entire life, right? The thing is, college can give you that structure, and then on your own time, you can also develop more skills. So you get the benefit of the structure, the networking, and the skills you can learn on the side, rather than what is going on today where people say, oh no, you can learn coding by yourself. Yes, you can. That is true. And you can learn it a lot faster if you're really dedicated. And also know that there are boot camps, right? Boot camps are great. I love them. I love boot camps. I love every type of boot camp, right? Not just quote unquote the coding ones or whatever it may be. I'm just using that one as a talking point right now. I'm talking about overall any sort of fast pushing program that gets you a certain skill in a short period of time. Yes, those things are real, but a lot of those things, they may only teach you the actual skill itself, not the theory, the understanding, the way of thinking, how a person even thought of developing such a skill or developing such a program, developing such a tool. What went into the person's mind to develop such a tool, develop such infrastructure, a way of thinking, a way of building certain things, like that type of stuff. It helps. I know, like, after time, you're in class, you're sleeping. I do understand that, the cool guys, they're back in the back of the class, they're sleeping, they're doing whatever, right? But for people who are actual life learners, right, needing a structure is not a bad thing, right? And if you feel like, quote unquote, a boot camp is it will get you what you need to get really, really quickly. That is also what I'm talking about. Also, you have the networking at a boot camp, and you have the structure. Doing stuff by yourself, few people can do that, and God bless them, because I barely can do, like, for a long period of time. Like, I can do it for a little, like a little burst. I can go for like couple days, couple weeks, but months, when different types of problem comes up week by week, different types of things that you have to do that knocks you off of your routine, and you don't have the external pressure of like a class, a teacher, a professor that's holding you to a specific standard, you could fall off of that track. That's why I think going to some sort of institution that can teach you these things, and yes, they are outdated for most part, but they can teach you how to learn, and that is a powerful skill to have. And I think it is dangerous what is going around, which is the anti-intellectualism, the hatred of school. I do understand the hatred of school. A lot of it comes from the quote-unquote worthless degrees, right, that majority of students do, because they say it's their passion, and it could be their passion, but conveniently a lot of their passion tends to align to the most easiest quote-unquote classes, the most easiest quote-unquote degrees, right? And obviously these things are on a scale, like, not like easy compared to other hard stuff. Like, obviously these degrees are much harder than anything you'll find inside of like any sort of like high school or whatever it is, right? But I think you need to think hard about going to an institution to learn, because you get connections, and you get taught how to learn, right? And you get the peer pressure to hold you to a certain standard, right? And consider it. Definitely consider it. And always be a lifelong learner. Thank you for listening.